Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about problems with sleeping during perimenopause and menopause. Getting a good night's sleep is obviously really important for all of us, but unfortunately when you're going through the menopause stages of your life, your fluctuating hormones have a different idea. So it's not just the drop in estrogen, but your progesterone and testosterone levels change, and they're all important for getting a good night's sleep. The consequences obviously of not getting a good night's sleep means you've got no energy, you're likely to be irritable, lethargic, you can't be bothered, you lose interest in things, and obviously it can also cause relationship problems, because if you're tired and irritable, if you're anything like me, you bite people's heads off, even though it's unfair. You can't help it, it's just a reaction, but it's not very nice, and yes, it can cause arguments. So the ideal amount of sleep for an average adult is between 7 and 9 hours of good quality sleep a night. And that can be difficult to get anyway, even before you go through your perimenopause stages. So when your hormones are acting up and doing their own thing, they're not just waking you up of their own accord, they're causing other symptoms that can wake you up. For example, I mean, you can become more stressed and anxious during the menopause phase. That's not good for getting a good night's sleep. And of course, the hot flushes and the night sweats particularly, they're going to wake you up. And also women quite often find they need to get up and go to the toilet more often during the night once they're going through perimenopause and menopause. So overall, it does tend to fight against you a little bit, but you can fight back. Now, I've got a few tips. I can't guarantee that means you're going to get 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep all the way through. It'd be lovely. I've got a magic formula, but they do help. These tips do help with the quality of your sleep, and they also help with how long you get to sleep in one chunk, because we quite often, if you wake up frequently, if you can just extend how long it is before you wake up, it's a great help. So the first one, and obviously it's an all-rounder, healthy diet and plenty of hydration. They really help. They help you sleep, because they also actually help with you coping with the hormone fluctuations as well. So anything that helps in general is a good thing. Fresh air and exercise, again, help you cope all round, and they are really good for a good night's sleep. Just don't exercise too close to bedtime, because exercise gives you that feel-good oomph factor, which is not what you want when you need to be getting your mind and your body to wind down. So do it a little earlier in the day. Don't have any of the common stimulants in the evening, like, you know, if you love a cup of coffee, don't have it in the evening, because again, it's one of those things that kind of buoys you up and keeps you going, but you're trying to wind down. Same goes with alcohol as well. We always think, oh, a nightcap, that'll help me to sleep. Well, it might help you to get off to sleep. Unfortunately, it then disturbs your sleep and wakes you up in the middle of the night, which is not what you're after. So you do need to keep a bedtime routine, is the only way to put it. Like you would when you were a child, you have a bedtime routine. And if you had children, you probably gave your own children a bedtime routine. So you do your calming down and your winding down and your relaxing. Any way you choose, whether it's TV, reading, crossword puzzle, relax, wind down. And you will sleep better if your bedroom is cool, if your bedding is light and cool, and if your bedroom is dark, because darkness promotes sleep. If there's too much light, your brain thinks it's time to be awake. So yeah, cool and dark bedroom there. So they're really basic tips, they're really simple tips. But if you can stick to them, if you can give them a while, I mean, nothing works instantly, particularly if you're changing a few things. So try them, give yourself, you know, a couple of weeks, and you just keep it calm and you keep it cool, and you don't play on your phone when you're in bed or watch an exciting movie when you're in bed. You've wound down and you've relaxed, and you know, you've got fresh air during the day, you've avoided the coffee in the evening. Give yourself a bit of time, get yourself this routine going, and you should find that you get a better night's sleep. It might not be perfect, and it probably won't be, but it should be much better than it was before. So therefore it has a knock-on effect of how you feel when you get up the next day and how you cope with life the next day. So thank you for listening to me. I hope you found some of the tips helpful there. If you'd like to know when I put in some other videos on this channel, and there's going to be quite a few, if you'd like to click the notification bell, there's also a subscribe button there if you would like to subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks again for listening, and I'll see you soon.